What is up, everyone? This is Kyle from the TF Review, and today we are going to be taking a look at Combiner Wars Legends Wave 1 Bombshell. Now, this is, of course, the second Insecticon we have received so far in sort of this new Classics line. We did get Kickback in the Fall of Cybertron line, but I don't think it shared the same aesthetic as this one and Scrapnel. So I don't even count that one. That one didn't even matter. But this one is really a stunning little piece. You can see it really does reminisce Bombshell. I mean, it looks exactly like his G1 counterpart. He's covered in paint detail. I don't think there's a paint app missing that I wouldn't prefer. He's got some really nice sculpted detail too underneath, like this eye kind of looking thing. And all in all, he looks great. Now, if you're not a big fan of these little things, you can fold them down. And that way it gives them more of a true Beetle look. But you can hold them out, and these are 5mm pegs, so you can peg it into the hands of any other Transformer figure. For a quick size comparison, here he is next to Scrapnel, which came out last year, and his little reflector, which we can take off. So you can actually see that he's much smaller than Scrapnel. Which is fine. It's perfectly in scale, and they're both different color purple. Scrapnel has more of a violet purple, where this is more of an actual true classic purple. But together, it's really kind of hard to notice, and you don't really notice it, and they actually look really good together. And for another size comparison, here he is next to Superion. That's kind of a worthless size comparison, but you can see he's, pretty small. Now, to transform the bugger, pun intended, my friends, pun intended. Basically, what you want to do is you want to take his arms. You'll notice his arms actually peg down, and I actually really love the way that looks. And you just want to unpeg them. They don't actually peg into the body, they peg into each other, so they can be kind of a pain in the butt. And you just want to lift them up. Also, his front feet, they're on their own separate rotating hinge, so you can rotate them out of the way. And you'll notice we just actually revealed his head, which is kind of cool. Now what you want to do is you want to rotate him and fold his legs forward, and you can just unpeg his legs like this. And you can take his other bug legs and fold them backwards. Now what you want now with this little piece right here, if you want, you can fold it back like that so it's not in the way, or if you want more of a G1 accurate look, you can fold it up like that. It doesn't matter. I'm going to keep it like this because I love the way this looks. It's so retro and so awesome. And you just want to orient the arms, and there he is in his robot mode. And you can see his robot mode is actually really nice looking, very true to his G1 counterpart, which looks great. He's got a lot of really good, very metallic paint apps on his chest area specifically, like his eyes. They're rich, like an autumn gold, with some silver details. His head, I don't know if you can see it, but once again, we've got another sort of Shredder-looking face sculpt in the Combiner Wars line. But this screams Shredder. And on the back, actually, not much is going. You can see the little molded detail on the bottom. And unfortunately, he doesn't come with any weapons. His hands are sort of the weapons themselves. So you do kind of have to pose him in a way where he's just always shooting at something, like pa-pow, pa-pow, yeah. So for articulation, he has an okay amount. His shoulders are on ball joints, so they rotate. His elbows are also on ball joint. They can bend 90 degrees and they can rotate around. He doesn't have any hand articulation because he doesn't really have hands, but he does have molded little hands right there if you wanted to stick a weapon like where is he, like Reflector. You could stick, take some pictures and shit. You could do that if you wanted to. His legs are also on ball joints, and his knees are on pivot joints. They can bend like that, and nothing really for the feet and nothing for the head. Apart from that, that's basically it. For a quick size comparison in his robot mode, here he is next to Scrapnel. You'll notice He is actually much bigger than Scrapnel, even though Scrapnel was bigger in his bug mode. Ooh. And that's alright. Again, they're not completely in scale, but they still look really good together. And just for fun, here is Superion again. And before I forgot to mention, he does come with this player card with this nice little bit of artwork. Anyway, that basically does it for this review. Thank you so much for watching. If you're really into the Insecticons, I would highly recommend picking up this figure, maybe even more so than Scrapnel. I think it's a ton of fun. And it has a really simple, kind of enjoyable transformation. That's just one of those things you can pick up on your desk and you can play with it. And, you know, if let's say you need to pretend to be doing something at work, it's not hard to transform it back, like blah, 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 and put it down because it's a ton of fun. And I am looking forward to a future kickback. I really hope they release a kickback in this aesthetic because I think having these neoclassic Insecticons is awesome because they're doing a great job with them so far. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at the TF Review. And I will see you all in the next video, my friends. In the next video.